Well, all right, everyone. Looks like Umar Johnson had a fantastic weekend this past weekend, right? Selling books and having speeches and all this kind of stuff, but no work at the school. Let's talk about it. All right, everyone, we are here. We are here, yes, indeed. It's a fresh week and fresh ideas and fresh frauds. My name is Nicholas J. Fury, here where reality checks are always free, and you are tuned into another live stream of the Working Man Podcast. Yes, indeed, we are, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing this week? I hope that life and the weather and the job and everything is treating you nice. Let me do a roll call like Umar Johnson would do. So we got William Martin said, the Prince. All right. Sassy Savannah says, hey, WM, the working man, how you doing? Let's see here. Let's see what's going on here. Sweet DJ said, watching from the bushes till my work meeting ends. Well, thank you. All right. Who else we got in the house today, huh? Who else we got up in here? Kev G. What's good with you? Alberto Smith. What's happening? Okay, who else we got here? There's a comment I saw I thought was actually pretty hilarious. Where is it? Yeah, Tavares in the house. Good fraud day. Fraudy day. Yes, indeed. Friday day. All right. We got a poll here. Okay. Did you hit the like button? We got 20,000 people in the house. Only got 9,000 votes. Did you hit the like button? 100% said yes, you did. Are y'all sure about that? Are we sure? Wait a minute. Are we sure about that? Where is my sound effect?
You sure about that?
Did y'all hit the like button? We got the moderators in the chat. We got Mick and shit in here. Moderators on station, of course. All right. So, Umar Johnson had a very fantastic weekend, as y'all probably saw. Okay. Probably saw that. Oh, by the way, the poll, let me read it in full. Did you hit the like button? 100% said yes. 0% said no. Put me in the BONs with a book of ninjas. And 0% said nope because they turned the heat down. Continue to get your vote in. If you didn't do it, make sure you hit that like button. All right. And of course, to donate, if you wish to donate, you can start with the free stuff. Okay. Of course, always free. Hit the like button. And of course, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. Those are the free ways you can donate to the channel. And if you want to donate monetarily, of course, you can hit the Cash App, $ Mr. Normie. You see it down there. There's also a QR code. You can hit the Cash App or you can hit the Ko-Fi link. Both of those are QR codes at the top corner of the screen. You can also hit the Super Chat. You can also hit the Ko-Fi. Join the channel membership, okay? Join the channel membership. Join that channel membership, all right? And of course, all those links are down in the description box. You know where to find all of those things, right? Now, as I said before, Umar Johnson had a very pleasant weekend. I see he was out, partying and dancing and promoting people's products at this festival he had at the Source of Knowledge bookstore in Newark, New Jersey. Okay? And of course, he had to have a speech before he left, before the festivities ended. And of course, he had to mention FDMG, right? Of course he did. Now, some of y'all might have seen my the incognito in the front, right? Some of y'all might have seen this, right? You see that? See, that's FDMG. You see the struggle bus over there? Because, of course, we're going to talk about the bus here in a little while. We're going to talk about the bus. And, of course, the gentleman to your right-hand side, that is the Jamaican African building inspector, this mysterious Jamaican African building or Jamaican American African building inspector that we have yet to see, but somehow he's still holding Umar Johnson up from getting this building inspection, right? So that's the Jamaican African looking at this raggedy ass FDMG and the struggle bus over there that's got the battery out, that's got the graffiti on the side. Shout out to Enterprise Entertainment if he's in there, right? It's all struggle. You see what I mean? And of course, he got the cardboard signs beside the building with FDMG on it, right? So there's that. He got the struggle bus out there. What's that one movie, man, with, I'm trying to remember that movie. What's that one movie, Richard Pryor, man? He took these kids on the bus, and he was trying to take them across town, across the city to school, and Richard Pryor had to work on his bus, and he been working on this bus the whole movie, man. It was funny. I forgot the name of this doggone movie, man. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments, down in the chat. I forgot the name of the movie, man. It's a Richard Pryor movie. He was a mechanic. He was a criminal, and he was trying to fix his bus up. And the judge told him he had to help these orphan kids and this teacher get this bus across the country to another place. Busted Loose. Thank you. Say this in a Busted Loose. I love that movie, man. Yes, Busted Loose. I remember that. I've seen that movie 100 times, man. And he had to get this bus, this short ass struggle bus, from one side of the country to the other, toting these kids. They were disabled. Some of them were, had mental issues. It was a good movie. At the end, yeah, it was a feel good story, if you will. But anyway, y'all done with that, right? So we're gonna get into it. Before we get into all this, I wanted to go back to February when Umar Johnson declared that the school was ready for inspection. All right, so let me get this up real quick. Let me find. Okay, here we go. We are ready, I believe. Let me take the fair use down, because we don't need that. We're going to go right here, y'all. We're going to start here. Now, this was back in February when Umar Johnson said that the school was ready for our boys. Okay, this was, I believe, early February. Yes, Cicely Tyson was in that movie too. Yes, she was. I believe she was one of the teacher that was, what did she do? She was chaperoning the children in the orphanage, whatever, right? Anyway, we're going to start here. We're going to start here with Umar Johnson declaring in February that the school was ready for our boys, okay? So, fair use to the Working Man podcast, all right? The title of this video is Umar Johnson goes live to dedicate FDMG to the Queens on Valentine's Day. Let me take the fair use down real quick. Let me take the chat real quick so y'all can see the video. Wait a minute. Here we go. Show chat. Boom. All right. Shout out, fair use to the Working Man podcast. Umar Johnson goes live to dedicate FDMG to the Queens for Valentine's Day. Let's get it.
And the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the greatest black leader in American history, to whom I'm related by blood. Frederick Douglass is a second-generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey and the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I am a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am an 8th generation descendant of Isaac and Betsy Bailey. We are both descendants of Isaac and Betsy Bailey, and on his 208th solar return. On the 208th solar return of the Honorable Frederick Douglass, I want to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor.
In your name and honor.
The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy has been swept out. All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass.
Wait a minute.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
I let that play. Okay, so this was the 15th of November. Umar Johnson says we got a school for our boys on the centennial of somebody's birthday. Okay. Oh, it's all right. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Shout out LeBron James. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Yeah. Wait a minute. There we go. No, that. There we go. Bam, bam. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 7 times. So anyway, Umar Johnson on the 15th, he says that the school is ready for our boys, right? That he has dedicated this school. Matter of fact, at some point he said he dedicated to the Queens. Let me see, before he took that sip of ginger ale, let me find it. Where is it? Right here? Let me find it. By the way, hit the like button. There's 50,000 people in here.
For them to come out and inspect the Honorable Abraham Lincoln, who was an associate of yours, Honorable Frederick Douglass. But the day after Monday, which is Tuesday the 17th, which is the eclipse in Aquarius, solar eclipse. Where my Leos at one time? Where my Leos at? Where my Aquarius at one time? So on the solar eclipse day, we will contact the city respectfully and humbly and ask for them to come out and inspect the Honorable Frederick Douglass and Honorable Marcus Garvey Elementary School and the Nat Turner John Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium, because we are ready to get to work. Are we not, brothers and sisters? Are we ready to get to work? Are we ready to start decorating our school? Are we ready to get ready for the grand opening? Our time has come.
Our time has come, he said. I believe that was on the 15th. The 16th, I believe that Monday, so it was a holiday. So on the 17th, that Tuesday in February, he said he was going to go to the city and apply for the certificate of occupancy so somebody can come down and inspect the school, right? Okay. Got that out the way. Now, we're going to go here. This was the latest interview he was on, Umar Johnson, with the Who Gonna Say It podcast, this lovely lady right here. And this is where he talked about, again, that was February, right? This is now July. This was last week, July 10th. Again, fair use to the Working Man podcast. Umar Johnson's latest FDMG purchase price revealed. Umar Johnson goes on here and he talks about how he's being held up. He's been saying that on every interview, since probably March. He's been saying the Jamaican building inspector has been holding him up. He's going to get no attorneys involved, and he might have to sue the city. Blah, 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 right? Let's go.
I forbid, because we don't know how long we're here, and I need my story to be told accurately. I don't want nobody else telling it because nobody else can tell it.
Yeah.
Because I'm mostly a soloist. I mean, I got my teams and everything, but I do a lot alone.
Yeah.
That's how I've been since a child, though.
Yeah.
It served me well in this capacity because you can't trust everybody. Like, I got a handful of people I can trust, right? Big rap and maybe 4 other people. You know what I'm saying? It's very small. You know what I mean? And I think God wanted it to be that way, to reduce the potential of betrayal.
Yeah, that's the super giant in you.
Yeah.
What I spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
Super
I
giant.
saw that your school, FDMG, Academy
Yes.
in Wilmington, Delaware,
Yes.
is complete.
It's been complete since Frederick Douglass's birthday, February 4th, 2026. And we still don't have a final building inspection or certificate of occupancy because the trail.
Yeah, that's the super giant in you.
Yeah.
Super giant.
What I spoke about earlier.
Yeah.
I saw that your school, FDMG,
MG.
Academy
Yes.
in Wilmington, Delaware,
Yes.
It's complete.
It's been complete since Frederick Douglass's birthday, February 14th, 2026.
Been ready since February 14th of 2026. All right. Now, February, March, April, May, June, July. So, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 freaking months. And this school is still not ready. But let's listen to, because he's going to make excuses now.
We still don't have a final building inspection or certificate of occupancy because the building inspector for my district does not care for me. And he's doing everything he can to sabotage my school from opening. That's why we're not in there decorating right now.
But it's coming.
It's coming.
Because he can't stop the
He can't
violence.
stop it.
He can't
We
stop
probably gonna have to get an attorney and go to court because it looks like that's what it's shaping up to be.
Again, now he's got to get attorneys involved. Okay? Now he's got to get attorneys involved. Of course, he's been saying that every month. Every podcast has been on Chop T, on Who's Gonna Say It, on Baba David, on who else? Our Dialogue. Every podcast he's been on, he has echoed this same excuse. Okay? So now, here we go. By the way, the poll. Did you hit the like button? 93% said yes, 0% said no, and 7%. 7% said no because I turned the heat down. Okay, all right. 7%. Hey man, I hope it was good, y'all. For y'all 7% that didn't do it, I hope it was good. Okay? Hope that it was good. So anyway, let's go to the Instagram page of one Umar Johnson. Here we go. Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson, side D. 1.2 million followers. He is still posting pictures of all the hugs and the love he got from all the queens in this festival he was on. Oh, by the way, XL Pro Services. What's good with you? Let me give you the horns, brother. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. XL Pro Services in the hizzy. All right. Okay, I'm back and not just watching. Not to watch your beauty. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay. Now, Umar Johnson. Let's go. He's been taking pictures with all the queens. Let's check out all these pictures he took. All right. We can just go through them because he took some. He took. Okay, here we go. He took a picture of this queen. He took pictures here. What's he looking at, by the way? What is he looking at? Huh? He looking down. He ain't looking at that rainbow sidewalk, I don't think. Nasty boy. Okay. He taking more pictures of all the queens. Yep, of course. More pictures with the queens. What is that ring he got on his finger? Where they get that from? Pretty sure that was gifted to him while he was at the freaking... Look at that. Thick, huh? Okay, all right, I see you. Look, he did taking picture. Okay. Stay focused. Man, what? Thank you. Where is my sound effect? Because you need to stay focused. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? You need to stay focused.
I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. I keep telling y'all that. Consciousness comes before coochie.
Consciousness is supposed to come before coochie. I don't know if it did during this weekend, though. Look at that. Look at he taking pictures of all the queens. He taking pictures with more queens. He took pictures of all the queens the weekend. He took pictures with all of the queens, young and old. He took pictures with all of them. Look at that. He got like 30 pictures on his page with all women. Now, he did take a picture with some brothers. Okay, see there? Got some books. Okay. The alpha males, of course. Yeah. The alpha males. Strong alpha. Okay, here we go. More pictures with the queens. More pictures with the cuisines. Look at that. Look at all. Now, where's the one with the kiss? Is that one still up here? Look at this, y'all. Now, again, how are we supposed to stay focused? Where is it? Where is it? Do I have that sound effect? Crap, I thought I did. Anyway, check this out, y'all. Y'all seen it. I posted this the other day. Check this out.
Forever, snow bunnies never. This is what we call hot cinnamon.
Hot cinnamon.
Yes, thank you.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. This is what we call hot cinnamon.
Yes, thank you.
Look at that. Thank you.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. This is what we call hot cinnamon.
Yes, thank you.
Hold up.
FDMG family, don't make me get another Cash App or PayPal because it's interrupting my travel plans.
Shout out to Keith Cunningham.
Donations.
All right.
Donations.
FDMG family, don't make me get another because interrupted my travel plans. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. Ah, man. So he got a nice smooch with the queen there. A big old kiss, huh? Yeah, I mean, Lene. His mouth has been a lot of places. We won't talk about that though. But you're not wrong, you know, and yeah. Yeah. So he took pictures with all, man. See, he's always talking about stay focused. You know, all these podcasts, he's talking about how back in the day he said he used to not have sexual discipline, but now he's good, right? Okay. He said that. Matter of fact, I think he said that in the what you call it podcast. Let me see if I can pull this up. He said, I ain't got time. But anyway, maybe later. In the last podcast, I reacted to, he said that in the past he didn't have discipline, but now he does, right? Now he's got discipline. Okay? That's one of his main flaws. That last time he didn't have no sexual discipline, but now, matter of fact, hold on. We're gonna find that real quick. Let me pull up we're gonna find this because he said that he didn't used to have no discipline, but now all of a sudden he has, right? But he's got like 50 pictures on his page, and they're all women. Okay? He's got like maybe 5 pictures out of there. The rest of them they're all freaking, where is it? Here we go. Let me find it. Let me find it. He took pictures with all the cuisines. There we go. Where is it? Well, John's Juneteenth. Okay. There we go. Let's see here.
In other words, you now have access to money that we did.
In this school.
People are benefiting from those reparations that were given to the slave owners.
Peace. So the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the school we built, it's done. It's ready. The problem is I got Negroes fighting nationally at the miseducation system of facing black children.
Where is it?
This South. Because if we go back to the days of slavery, Reconstruction, civil rights.
Is that heavily? I would argue that, you know what?
Reason why, how far they incur into your movement and into your initiative.
Indicted. And a sitting president's son, Hunter Biden, indicted by the same DOJ.
Initiative.
Out on the spot. Sorry, y'all. I ain't gonna waste your time no longer, y'all. I don't know how to spot, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? He said he has all this sexual discipline. He has actually zero. All these pictures he took, right? But anyway, let's go down. Let's see the trip he took all the way to FDMG. We saw all the way to the source of knowledge. He was taking his trip. See, he's got the GPS going. He's taking his trip to the Source of Knowledge bookstore. I tried to play this music in my last video, but it got a copyright, so hopefully they deleted it already. So you see this. He's taking his trip. Okay. Taking his trip. And so then he gets to there, and then he is walking around. He's walking around selling, promoting all their products to everybody, of course. Promoting to everyone, all the
Mayweather, the uppercut, had a phone ready. Come on, selfie.
You are a legend.
Thank you, Mom.
Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Shoot, what am I doing? Yeah.
They got lemonade. All right.
You walking around, having a good old time.
Talk to me, Queen. What you doing over here? Yes, ma'am. Talk to the people. You
Look
know.
at that.
All right. Got the teas. Got the artwork. How can they reach you if they're not here?
Stream's lagging. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Stream's lagging. I didn't know. Thank y'all for telling me. Stream's lagging. Let me hold on a second. Let's get it right. Stream is lagging. Okay, let's try this right here. Let's try this. Tell y'all what. This is what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna get right to the business. Let me bring up the thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the video in question. And then after that, we're gonna get to other stuff. We got time. So here we go. Quick time. All right. Now, this is the speech right here where he was talking about he's going to mention FDMG at the end. But of course, he's got to talk about everything that's going on in the world, politics and the black community, all these kind of things, right? So he's going to mention FDMG at the end. And some of the stuff that I had in my thumbnail is the reason why, because of this. All right. So fair use to Dr. Umar. Fair use to Umar Johnson. Let's get to it.
I think white people, not just the KKK, not just the everyday bigots, not just the white militia, but I think white America has collectively made a silent pact with each other to hunt down and take out as many black people as they possibly can this entire year as this celebration ritual for America's 250th birthday. I think Nolan Wells was a part of that. I think a lot of these unalivings we're seeing, all these black children being murdered by their so-called white friends on these boat trips. I don't know why black people still getting on boats with white folks. I thought we learned from slavery, you don't get on boats with white people because you never come back. I thought we learned that. I guess not. But
now, I don't know how everyone feels about this situation going on. I forgot the young man's name, but you know, he went on this trip to this island, I guess. This was a whole big old group, thing. Okay. And yeah, this young kid didn't make it back. They're going to do an independent autopsy. Of course, all the people that usually on the scene with these kind of things happen, we got, what's his name? The lawyer guy out there. We got freaking, the preacher dude out there. Everybody's out there. So I just hope that they get some closure in the situation. But of course, Umar Johnson's going to make it racial, as he always does.
Please be careful, my sisters, young people, brothers, elders, be careful. White people are hunting down black people. Just
Nolan
like
Wells,
they did
thank you,
on the
Saint.
railroad.
Nolan
If you're not
Wells.
licensed to carry, get
Respect.
licensed. If you don't carry a gun, you better have a knife. If you ain't got that, you better have you one of those electric shockers, but make sure you're able to defend yourself.
Benjamin Crunk and Reverend Al Sharpton. Yes, thank you, Mickish. Now Umar Johnson tell everybody to arm themselves and all those kind of great, wonderful things, okay? Yeah.
Ladies, stop traveling at night by yourself. Young sisters, stop traveling at night by yourself. They are hunting black people, and the criminal justice system isn't going to do anything about it. Number two, I don't care who wins the next presidential election. Black America are going to catch hell if we're not organized. Okay? We got to get organized. If the Democrats reclaim the White House, nothing good is going to happen for you. They're going to flood us with immigrants. They're going to pick up with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris left off. They're going to flood Black America with immigrants as a replacement group. As a replacement group. The reason Mamdani is the mayor of New York, is because America has an agreement with India, the country of India, which is the most populated country in the world. They surpassed China 1 or 2 years ago. And America has an agreement with India. They're going to let the East Indians flood the black communities.
Now, of course, Umar Johnson now has a conspiracy theory that, and believe what you want to believe, right? There are things happening. I don't know if it's on political parties, if it's on people that's higher than politics, because that is a thing, right? But he's saying that the government is basically going to vote Donald Trump out. They're going to put a Democrat back in office, and then they're going to continue to flood the communities and the United States of America with immigrants, mainly people that are Hispanic and people that are of Indian origin, all right? And that this is going to hurt the black community because they're going to take the jobs, they're going to take the opportunities, they're going to gentrify the neighborhoods, and they will also replace us as a voting power, okay? These are things that Umar Johnson has declared several times. I don't know if you believe that or not. That's on the individual. But Umar Johnson has disdain for politics in general, but especially for Democrats. He says they pander a lot, things like that. Yeah.
They're already flooding Queens, New York right now. If you live in Queens, New York, you already see the East Indian takeover of Queens, New York. Mamdani is in office to turn New York City from black to brown. He's going to turn New York City from black to brown. They're going to do the same thing in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. The new minority will be the East Indians. The new minority will be the East Indians. That's why the mayor of New York is an East Indian. That's why the FBI director is an East Indian. That's why the vice president's wife is an East Indian.
Okay. All right. So now he's connecting dots here. So Mamdani's Indian. The director of the FBI, I forgot his name, he's East Indian, and J.D. Vance's wife is Indian. So he's saying that all this together is they have some type of internal power within the government, and they're going to help flood the country with more of their race to dilute the black vote and black power in the world, right? Okay.
This is all by design. The East Indians are going to be the replacements. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the children. School is coming up, and I just want to give y'all a couple topics, couple ideas, couple things I want you to think about.
Cash Patel, that's right, Cash Patel.
Couple things you want to think about with the children. Number one, if your child is under the age of 7, please think twice before getting them evaluated. You can't prove much of anything under 7. You can prove deafness, you can prove blindness, you can prove a speech problem, you can prove a brain injury, you cannot prove ADHD, you cannot prove autism all the time. Sometimes you can. Learning disability, no way. Emotional disturbance, no way. Intellectual disability, no way. Slow down. Do not get the children evaluated under 7.
How does he know that? I mean, is this something he read in the book? Is this something that he's studied? Or is it just you can't really see anything or diagnose anything under 7? How do you know that? I mean, are you sure about that? I mean, again, he's not practicing. He's giving advice to parents and giving advice to the community. But is he actually studying this stuff? Is he actually in the books and catching up with the latest and greatest in the therapy world to know these things as a fact?
The reason the schools want you to do it under 7 is they want to start the pipeline to get the money. Do you understand? It's about money. Special education is money. Early intervention is money. And the money starts at 3 years old. The money starts at 3 years old. This is why they want you evaluating your children young. Don't do it. Learn how to say no. Black mothers, learn how to say no. Black fathers, learn how to say no. Can we test them for autism? No, you can't. Not at this time. How do we know it's not a speech problem? How do we know it's not a hearing problem? How do we know it's not a selective mute problem? How do we know it's not a social anxiety problem? How do we know it's not a developmental delay? Autism is real. but autism is often misdiagnosed in young black children. Stop vaccinating the babies. Stop vaccinating the babies. Stop vaccinating the babies. In New Jersey, you don't have no excuse because New Jersey has a no contest religious exemption for vaccinations. If you live in the state of New Jersey, all you have to do is get a notarized letter that says your child will not be taking vaccinations as per your right under New Jersey law, and you accept full responsibility for that decision. Your child can go to preschool, your child can go to daycare, your child can go to public school, your child can go to charter school. In New Jersey, you don't have to be vaccinated. All you have to say, it disagrees with your religious beliefs, and they cannot ask you to prove your religion.
Okay, so now he's giving these people advice on how to not get vaccinated. You know, again, this on the parent, this on the individual. Some people don't believe in vaccination. And if that's you, then that's cool. Some parents do. But what we do know is that everybody doesn't get a natural, what's that word that we're looking for? A natural immunity to things, right? So some of these children need these vaccinations. In other words, that way they won't, become victim to some of these common illnesses, right? And again, if you don't want to get vaccinated, then that's your point. But make sure you go through the proper steps. Don't just take Umar Johnson's advice. Do your own research. Talk to doctors. Talk to school, physicians and things like that. And if you don't want your kid to get vaccinated, then don't. Okay, that does come with certain things, whatever. But if you want to do that, then do the research and do it properly. Don't take Umar Johnson's advice. Please do not do that.
They cannot ask you to prove your religion in New Jersey. Y'all probably have the easiest, no contest, religious exemption for vaccination. And we know what causes the autism. It's the MMR. Measles, mumps, and rubella. The MMR shot is the autism shot for black boys. So that's number one. Number two, if your child is classified as intellectually disabled, which means they have an IQ score under 70, an IQ score under 70, and evidence of adaptive impairment in a major life area, talking, self-care, academics, community navigation, daily living. If your child has an IQ score under 70 and they don't have any evidence of an adaptive impairment, they cannot be classified as intellectually disabled.
He's always giving this bad advice, man. And again, I wonder where he's getting this stuff from. He's actually reading books. I mean, this guy's going on trips all the time. He's going overseas. He's at FDMG. He's on podcasts and things like that. How does he know these things to be true, to be able to tell the masses to suggest these things? You know what I mean? It's like, so you're telling these people get religious exemptions. If they're under a certain age, they don't need this and that. Or if they're under this age, they don't have to do this. And you can't tell this unless they're of a certain age. Like, are you sure about all this stuff? Where's your research? I mean, tell us what you read that out of. What book, what, publication did you read that out of? So that way we can do our own research and validate what you're talking about. I mean,
stop letting people label our black children as retarded, and they are not. Too many black boys in New Jersey are labeled as intellectually disabled, and they are not intellectually disabled. If you need Dr. Umar to look at your child's psychological evaluation report, get in contact with me. I don't need to see the IEP because they don't follow them anyway. Let me say that one more time. I don't need to see your child's IEP because it's not for behavior. IEP is not for kids who don't want to learn.
By the way, the cut is in there because that I pulled these from the page of the Source of Knowledge bookstore. So that video cut off and I just spliced it with there's 3 different videos in, they're all spliced together, okay? Just so you knew about the jump.
It's for children who cannot learn without special ed, and that is only a few of our children. I also want you to know if the child has an IEP, they can only be suspended from school or either suspended in school 10 total days out the entire school year. That means if school starts in August in Newark and gets out in May or June, your child can only be suspended 10 days. If they get suspended 2 days in September, they got 8 days left. If they get suspended 3 days in December, they got 5 days left. If they get suspended another 2 days in January, they got 3 days left. If they get suspended another 3 days in February, they ain't got no days. Where's the black-owned clinic in Newark, New Jersey? Where's the black-owned school in Newark, New Jersey? Where's the black-owned hospital in Newark, New Jersey? Where's the black-owned grocery store in Newark, New Jersey?
It's coming.
We must build our...
Okay, now this is where Umar John starts talking about institution building. Huh? Yeah. Institution building. The schools, the hospitals, the grocery stores, the banks, blah, 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 right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, there was smooth proof. The fact that he used the term retarded tells you that he hasn't read an academic article in 2 decades. Yes, that's right. Who used that term anymore when they're talking about children that have mental disabilities? Nobody used that word anymore. Now, is it still a derogatory insult? Yes, of course it is. But are people using that to describe children with no special needs that have mental disabilities and things like that? Nobody's using that word to describe their children anymore, or people in general, unless you're trying to insult them, right? So the fact that he even still used that word when he's talking about mental disabilities, either you're too old school or you're not doing your proper research to be able to use that in a term that's and still be labeled intellectual, if you will, right?
Our own. We must create our own. We must develop our own. Stop waiting.
By the way, I got a new poll. I closed the other one up. I got a new poll up, all right? Are you subscribed to the channel? 83% said yes, 17% said no, and 0% said I'm a Ninja Watcher. Now, that 17%, if you said no, we can change it back up to 100%. All right, just so you know, we can change it back to 100% if you want to subscribe, all right? By the way, if you're just not watching, Umar Johnson went into a festival at the Source of Knowledge bookstore, and he has given his quick speech to the people on mental disabilities and how to skip vaccinations, and eventually he will talk about FDMG. He's also talking about institutions and how we lack them. All right, and of course he took pictures with all the queens over the weekend. He took pictures with like 100 queens at this festival. Okay, and he got a whole bunch of free stuff while promoting it, giving free promotion on his Instagram. All right. And by the way, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. And of course, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button like in the poll and that notification bell. To further contribute to the channel, hit the Cashapp, hit the super chat, join the channel membership, hit the Ko-Fi. All links are in the description and the QR codes on the screen. Let us continue.
On reparations, the reparations will come. In the meantime, let's use the $2 trillion we got to create the systems, the institutions, the infrastructure, and the communities that our children need. Carmelo Anthony would...
Thank you, where that was for you in the subscription. Thank you very much. Thank you for your subscription.
Not be in jail if he was at a black school. Cyrus would have never been shot in the back in South Carolina if he was at a black gas station. We are dependent on white people for services, and that dependency makes us vulnerable to attack. Create your own so we don't have to depend on nobody else.
That's right.
One more thing, and I'm going to wrap it. I want to talk about ADHD. Too many black children are still being diagnosed with ADHD.
There we go.
Ain't no daddy at home disorder. Ain't no discipline at home disorder. Artificial diet at home disorder.
Oh, man, this ADHD, man, I hate when he does that. Ain't no daddy at home disorder. Now, of course, are there deficits in some households in the black community? Of course, but to the way he says that, it's almost insulting to the black family, to the black mother, the black father that's taking care of their children, whether they're in a family or by themselves. This seems like an insult to me, man. So the only way to fix this is just, not put them on meds, not get them vaccinated, and send them to your school. That's going to fix everything. They got ADHD, ain't no daddy at home, ain't no discipline, bad diet disorder. I mean, to me, you're insulting the parents, the very people that you're trying to bring into your fold, to come to your school, to believe in you, but you give them backhanded compliments and insults all the damn time.
Attachment disruption due to home life dysfunction. No more Ritalin, no more Adderall, no more Concerta, no more Cycler, no more drugs. They don't need drugs. They need a quality education. They need their father. They need time with their parents. These drugs kill brain cells. These drugs shrink.
And this man has the nerve, the audacity to say they need time with their father. Is it possible that Umar's daughters have ADHD? Ain't no daddy at home disorder? Huh? All his children got ADHD if that's the case. Because he ain't been in his children's. Where's my sound effect? He ain't been in his children's lives. So maybe they got ADHD right along with him, right along with all the other children that he's talking about and this and calling retards and stuff like that. Maybe your children have ADHD because there was no daddy at home, which is Umar Johnson. Maybe.
The brain, these drugs have estrogen that grow breasts in our boys. Let me say that again. The ADHD medications have estrogen that cause the growth of breasts in our boys. Kill off sperm.
Okay. Does anybody know that to be true in the chat? That ADHD medicine has estrogen? And if so, does it have that much to where it's going to grow your boys certain body parts and extremities that they wouldn't normally have? Is that true? And if so, I mean, these are young children, right? They work out, they do stuff. I mean,
shrink the testicles, kill brain cells, heart attack, strokes, and the list goes on. In many other countries, it's illegal to give their children ADHD meds. Stop giving our children the dope. Last word, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for. Umar Johnson's about to talk about this school, and he's probably going to make an excuse. Let's watch.
The school been done since February 14th.
Yeah.
But we're not inside yet because the building inspector refuses to give us our final building permit.
Here we go. The building inspector refuses to give us our final building inspection. Huh? This guy right here. This guy refused to give us our final building inspection. This dadgum building inspector, the African-American building inspector that's right here, he refused to give us the building inspection that we so desperately need so we can open the school and start decorating and renovating for our boys. Huh? Crazy, crazy, crazy work. Huh? Jamaican building inspector. All right. Let's continue.
They're refusing to give us the final inspection. So I reached out to a black attorney yesterday.
Oh, not a white one? You got a black one this time. Okay. You got a black attorney. All right, I like it.
Probably going to have to sue the city of Wilmington for discrimination. Unfortunately, this is not discrimination by white people because the building inspector is black. His boss is black and her boss is black. So our school is being held up by 3 Negroes. Our school is being held up by 3 Negroes. I wrote to the mayor. The mayor has not responded. So I got a lawyer involved. And if they don't do something quick, I might have a protest and I might need New Jersey to come and stand with Dr. Umar in Wilmington, Delaware.
Now, remember that one, I forgot who this individual was, but they came out with this letter that I believe one of the representatives in Wilmington, Delaware, wrote to Umar Johnson, or they were doing some research and they found out that Umar Johnson is really a thorn in the side of the city of Wilmington, Delaware. He doesn't pay his bills on time. He has child support cases. He's caused trouble. He's not very well liked with the administration of Wilmington, Delaware. Okay, and plus he's also got legal issues in the city of Wilmington, Delaware, with child support and other things. So he said he wrote the mayor. Now he's going to get a black. He got a black lawyer, and he's going to sue the city because there's 3 ninjas that won't give his building inspection. The building inspector, their supervisor, and the supervisor won't give him what he needs to get the school up and running. Even though it was ready on the 14th or 15th of February, it was ready, cleaned out and everything. But since then, he's gotten desks. What else did he get? I think he got some more paint down, other stuff like that. So since then, he still made more renovations to the school, right?
The city of Delaware, if they don't inspect this school and give us our certificate of occupancy, but we at the finish line, school done, we fighting the city for the occupancy. Once we get it, we're going to open up and we're going to have a very, very large grand opening celebration. I want all of you to come. I do plan to have a bus that comes from Trenton and a bus that comes from Camden every day, from Baltimore and Maryland, Eastern Shore every day, from Philadelphia and Chester every day, and from Dover and Wilmington every day.
You can have a bus that come every day, y'all. You can have a bus that comes from Camden and Newark or New Jersey, gonna come from Philly and everywhere else. You're gonna have this bus, right? The same bus that y'all seen in Enterprise Entertainment. The same bus that now the battery's missing. I think there's a broken window. They have written graffiti on the side of it. The same bus that was in Bustin' Loose, right? With Richard Pryor. The same bus, the same short bus that always needs work. It's never working. It sounds like, an old beat up Ford or Chevy, right? He's going to use this bus to travel from state to state, city to city, hours away from each location to bring your boys and girls later on after you get the girl side done, right? To bring them to this school. And they're going to learn and travel hours every day just to get to this prestigious all-black school. Huh? Sounds like make-believe, don't it?
Now, you guys are about 2 hours drive. It could be too much, but if y'all think it's not too much, we could talk about a bus from Newark to FDMG and back every day as well, okay? But even if your son doesn't go to the day school, he could be part of our weekend academy, our camps, our trips, our manhood training, our rites of passage, so every black boy in America could be part of the FDMG family. Brothers and sisters, let me give you my phone number, so if you need to reach me, take your phone out. This is my direct cell number.
215.
It'll be 21 years on Tuesday that I've had this phone number.
A long time.
215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. In the words of the right, excellent, most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, who gave us the red, black, and green flag and the largest black movement in modern history.
Of course.
Garvey said, without confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life, but with confidence you have won even before you have started. Newark, New Jersey, I love you. I hope somebody contacts me for a location so Dr. Umar can come back in Black August and do my 6 to 8 hour Black Parent Know Your School Rights Boot Camp. Black power, everybody. I'm going to take pictures with everybody.
Oh, just the
make
queens.
sure I pay you. One love.
One love.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll say that. If you're still here, as I always say, thank you. Thank you. Umar Johnson said he's going to have buses for the children. He told y'all not to get these vaccinations. He told y'all what ages to not and to do and not do stuff. Of course, right? All this great, wonderful stuff he told all y'all to do and not do. Huh? And of course, the Jamaican African building inspector. Now he's still talking about lawyers. It's the the 21st of July. So now we're going to get lawyers involved. He's talked to the mayor. He sent a letter to the mayor. He hasn't got back with him. These three ninjas is still keeping him from getting this building inspection done. Okay? So, yeah. A black lawyer, by the way, that's going to help him out. I mean, he's better off getting freaking, oh, man, better off getting Benjamin Crump or somebody because ain't nobody going to take this. I mean, who's going to take this case? Huh? But, yeah. Y'all see it. So thank y'all all for being here. Matter of fact, let me go and go full screen because we're going to get out of here in a minute. Okay? In the poll, we're going to close out this poll. Are you subscribed to the channel? 67% said yes. 30% said no. And 4% said no because you're a ninja watcher. Well. Yeah, bitch. Please donate to, subscribe to the channel if you would. Please, that would be greatly appreciated. And of course, on everybody's way out, of course, you know how to donate. Cashapp, Ko-Fi, Super Chat, join the channel membership. All those links will be in the description box, of course. And if you're on a replay gang, hype this video up if you would, please. That will help your boy out. And it would be much appreciated. Hope everybody this got y'all through at least an hour of your work day. Of course, there'll be other live streams going on. I think Lynn is going on here in a few hours. So I appreciate everybody for donating financially, for participating in the chat, and for participating in the polls, and for your viewership is always much appreciated. Okay? So we'll end on this. My name is Nicholas J. Fury, here where reality checks are free. You are tuned into the Working Man Podcast, another successful live stream in the books, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are around the globe. And remember, if I never told you, reality checks are free. See you next time.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Kind of butterfly, baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh. But I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. You're chilling in the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me
I keep telling you, consciousness over coochie, politics over punani. I keep telling y'all that. Consciousness comes before coochie.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200.